Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Adam. If you love luxury fashion, you definitely love my channel, so make sure you like, subscribe, and check out my Instagram below for all of the latest updates. And today, let's get right into it. In today's video, we are going to some of my favorite places in the entire world, which is Calabasas, Malibu, and even West Hollywood for a Halloween moment. And if you didn't already know, I used to live in Calabasas for a good 5 years. Malibu specifically is extremely sentimental to me. Honestly, it holds like one of the greatest spots in my heart. So I am so excited that you guys actually get to see it. So I do hope you enjoy this vlog because it is Calabasas, Malibu, and West Hollywood, but you do get to know me a little bit more and more personally. So without any further ado, let's get right to it. We are now leaving Ventura, which was a previous vlog of mine, and we are now heading to my favorite spot in the world, Malibu. Now this specific spot is just so meaningful to me, so sentimental, and I will be explaining why. Everyone, so we are here in Malibu, which is my favorite spot in honestly the entire world. I love it here so much. Now this is specifically Malibu Bluffs Park, but it's so cute. I'm honestly just so excited to be back. It's just my favorite spot in the world, and just wait till you see like how beautiful it is and just everything, and you'll love it. So let me show you. To be honest, I have to say that in Malibu, I just truly feel like the sky is bluer, the grass is greener, and it's just so cute. Actually reminds me of the Miley Cyrus song Malibu. That's like all I can think of in my head. When you keep walking this way, we will be getting to one of my favorite spots, but it's really cute because it is actually dedicated to somebody who did pass away, where you see these beautiful benches pretty soon, and it's really, really cute. But just look at the sky, and it's just such a beautiful moment. Honestly, how can you not be happy here? Over here are the benches I would always sit at and feed squirrels. So it's cute, it's adorable. They do have like little lookouts down there, so you can go ahead and look at the little ocean and everything. Now, I'm actually really surprised I never looked out at the ocean through that thing before, but that would actually be really nice to see. I've seen a lot of dolphins here though, so beautiful dolphins. But then also we do see like a mermaid tail sticking out. Now you can say that's a whale, but I think we all know that's a mermaid tail. Here are the beautiful benches you can sit at and relax. This is where I would usually feed squirrels. And since this is in memory of somebody, we can go ahead and take a little moment for them. But there is a private spot. It's a little like creepy to get to, but you can get down. You can get to like a private hill type thing. So that is exactly where I'm gonna go, and I'm excited. We will be adventuring down there, which when you get to this little spot right here, you can sneak in, and this right here is exactly what we have to make our way through. Can you actually still go this way? Okay, so this is difficult, definitely not the right shoes. Ah, I'm sorry, Prada. Uh, Now that we made it down the first hill, I do have to make my way through all of these horrible bushes, which honestly, I can tell that nobody has come this way for a long time because it was never this bad. In fact, coming down this way, I always do get a little scared because there's like coyotes, there's snakes, there's bears. So during this specific spot, I actually did go on live, and I do have an entire live, very fun. So you could see me walk up and see me constantly get scared every time I hear a noise. So we are now continuing down the pathway, but this is where it gets tricky because where I am right now, it separates into a couple of different paths, so you have to know which path to take. Made it to the halfway point. Very cool. Just right over there. Luckily for me, it's not my first rodeo, so I know exactly where to go. But it's so weird because I can tell that this area was on fire maybe like a year or two ago, and I can tell that they've never like did the upkeep for it. They did not come, they did not cut the bushes, they did not reopen the trails. You can even tell by all the redness of the dead trees that it's definitely burned. So far, so good. It's a lot of wore the wrong outfit for this. Once you do make it all the way down though, you finally get to see the most beautiful area. It's just so quiet and so peaceful. For me specifically, it's just like my little heaven on earth. Just a few more steps and little hills to walk through, but we're finally at my spot, and it's honestly just perfection. Like I said, it's truly just like my own little personal heaven on earth. Just so amazingly quiet and peaceful. For me, this is like my reset place. I come here, do my thing, reset, and then everything is just so much more clear. Yay! What? It's a little cactus. Oh, I love it. I love it. Phenomenal. Right here, if you actually continue up the road, that's where you do get to where, unfortunately, Malibu just burned down a couple months ago, and unfortunately, the Lana Del Rey house burnt down, and Hannah Montana's house. I really wanted to go to Hannah Montana's house and do an entire vlog about it, but unfortunately, it's just no longer there. But down here, I think the spot was saved a couple months ago, so I'm so happy about that. However, Pepperdine was kind of on fire as well, and Pepperdine is literally just right behind this park. I'm not sure if this specific spot was on fire a couple months ago, but if you do know, if you do live in the area, comment down below. Now we have me doing a little dance. Now, unfortunately, I can't use the music because of copyright reasons, but all you have to do is go to Macon Trainer and play the song Criminals, and you can totally get the vibe. It's actually from a favorite show of mine, The Perfect Couple, and it is just a phenomenal show on, what is it? I think it is on Netflix. So go check it out, The Perfect Couple. Outfit of the day is cashmere, Versace sunglasses, and silk. Definitely the wrong outfit for the trees. So just hiked from all that down here, and silk. Don't not to mention. But look how beautiful it is. It's so freaking gorgeous. I love it. Oh, it makes me so happy being here. It's perfect. More beautiful photos of me just enjoying the moment, because honestly, this is like a video that I'll just look back on forever and just enjoy every moment of it. Now, this spot to me is just so important because, as you guys know, I'm very honest with all of my vlogs, and there was somebody that I refer to as the love of my life, mainly stayed in Calabasas and Malibu with said person. And we originally found this spot together, and it was one of the most romantic things in the world. And, you know, I'm always open to true love and finding love, but once you consider somebody the one, it is hard to find another. But something like this spot, it just holds such a special and sentimental feeling that it's phenomenal, really. It's just something that can never be duplicated. Yes, true love will always win. However, if you do look out here, how cool is that? Because it actually kind of looks like a mini Jurassic Park, like a little jungle. I never noticed that. Now we'll be heading up the Malibu Canyon, which you know, the Malibu Canyon is such a drive. However, we do see this beautiful cross straight ahead. But right over here is Pepperdine, hashtag Zoe101. So if you know Zoe101, that is actually where they filmed. I love it. Driving through the canyon, you know, it's such an extraordinary event. However, if you are scared of heights, this is going to be the worst drive for you. Now, luckily, I am used to it. But if I do drive on hillways that I'm just not familiar with, I get so scared. However, Malibu, I do think Malibu is one of the most dangerous roads because a lot of the time you can go right off that edge. Like right there, there is no boundary, nothing saving you. So, you know, God forbid. However, it's just such a beautiful road. But this is definitely one that you want to be careful with if there is like an earthquake because of rock slides and stuff. If there is an earthquake, you better get right next to that wall because it's less likely that something will fall on you if you're directly next to the wall, I think, because you don't want to get too close to the cliff because you're obviously just going to get right knocked off. However, there's a tunnel coming up. I feel like everybody would be trying to get to the tunnel, but it's not that big of a tunnel, so not too many cars would fit under it. But on a brighter note, this is also where they filmed, you know, Big Little Lies, the intro for the show. So just imagine in your head the Big Little Lies intro, the do 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 do. Such a great moment. The love of my life and I, we actually took my mom on this specific drive, and she was so obsessed with it because it's one of her favorite shows. We played the theme song for her, and she was like, "Oh my God, I feel like Nicole Kidman in the show." So it was just such a beautiful moment. However, now that we're out of the technical Malibu hills, we're getting into the Calabasas area. So these are kind of like the Calabasas hills. This is the backside of Calabasas that honestly not too many people see. So really beautiful road, and it's honestly just gorgeous. I love road trips. I love scenery like this. And to be honest, Malibu, I just think it's such a great place. So you may be wondering, like, what is with all this driving footage? but I think it's really cool to see. Finally, in the back way of Calabasas, and all I have to say is this specific cul-de-sac right here. If you know Alexis, hi Alexis, but that is all I'm gonna say. And just driving up forward, it's just such a beautiful area. I truly do love it just because, everyone's so friendly here, I think. Of course, yes, beautiful area, beautiful neighborhood. I just love it so much. However, if you look to the right side of the screen, this condominium place, that's actually where Kourtney Kardashian and Scott and Chloe used to live before they first filmed the show. So it's just really, really interesting because obviously, like if you were a fan of the show when it very first started, then you know that the houses they lived in were so small compared to the ones they do now. So, really anything's possible. Driving further down though, again, just such beautiful green trees, but we're actually gonna be seeing a lot of like really cool areas not too many people know about. Like, I will point out where the Skims office is. So if you're ever curious, like, how far does Kim have to drive to go to her local office? Really not that far. It's like a 7-minute drive. Pretty much right at this light over here is where we'll be getting to it. Yes, of course, there's a Jack in the Box that I actually used to eat at all the time. But right down this road, behind Jack in the Box on that side of the street, that's where you'll get to like the offices and the studios. So you get like Skims and then Kanye's studio. Britney did record there as well, but she also mainly recorded on the other side of Calabasas, which it was actually right next to where I worked. But just a fun fact, and things like this, like it really just tells you how small the world is. I'm getting off the mini freeway to connect to the actual town of Calabasas, and it just always reminds me of coming back from Camarillo at like 1 in the morning, 3 in the morning. There was a time period where I was alone in Calabasas for quite some time, and I always ended up in Camarillo for some reason. And the drives were really fun drives and very late night drives. However, a fun fact is the Lovely's restaurant right there on the left side of the screen. I did go there with my friend Jenny. It's such a good restaurant, but right in front of that is actually the gas station where Kris Jenner got hit with her Rolls Royce. So, God forbid, thankfully nothing happened. It's just like a pop culture moment that happened right at this intersection. However, now let me take you on a quick little drive of my old neighborhood. So it's gonna be so, so cute. So this is the specific street and the way to get to where everybody wishes they could be. Now, of course, we have the beautiful city of Calabasas Rock, which is just such a beautiful moment. I remember taking my chihuahua there all the time. Delilah, we're going for a walk, not a sniff run. Let's go. Come on. Delilah. To the right, we have the Rest Ridge Complex, which is a really nice gated community, but there's only like 6 homes in it, and it's like a cute little circle when you go into it. So all the neighbors know each other. Over here, again, we do have another little one. There's only like 9 homes in the actual cul-de-sac. So it's really, really cute because, again, like the privacy and the community feel of it. However, I will be honest, we do have quite a drive. I think it's like a mile, maybe even 2 miles to get to all of the homes. Again, I love to show you guys neighborhoods that most of you will probably never really get to see. And plus, when I'm older, I will look back at this and just reminisce and feel this in the moment. So a lot of my vlogs, I actually do make for myself for when I'm 80, because when I'm 80 and look back at this, all of my memories will come back. However, at this specific light right here, this is actually where the golf course is. So if you want to join the country club and see where all of like the big A-listers play golf, this is exactly where you could go. Now, I was actually gonna go in it to film it, but it's like another mile long drive to get to the actual club. And it's just kind of like such a hassle, so I did not go ahead and do that. But I'm going to take you straight to the gates of Hidden Hills. So here's the thing. Yes, Calabasas is known for Calabasas and Hidden Hills, but Hidden Hills is technically its own little town inside Calabasas. And this road is a one-way road. When you go all the way down, it will take you to 2 specific sets of gates. And when you get to the gates, that's when you know you're in Hidden Hills. Right here we have the Calabasas Estates, which like Jeffree Star's like first house, his baby house. This was over here in like the Calabasas Estates. Less private, houses are just like a little more smaller and a little more quaint. However, when you keep going down and you pass the Calabasas Estates, that's when you get to the mega mansions and where everybody lives. So right here, we do see the start of them. The houses are starting to get bigger, and it's starting to really be a moment. Even when we pass this tree, we do get to see another beautiful house, and it's just so good. I run right there at the top. Bam. So you can see the houses are really getting there, and how exciting. So who lives in actual hidden hills behind these two sets of gates? Well, of course, Kardashians, Bieber, Drake, everybody of that stature. Now, I'm not going to the actual gates just because I don't want to be a weirdo and film. Plus, I don't have my gate pass anymore, so it's not like I can actually go back into it. Unless I called someone specifically, I might be able to get in. But, still, for reminiscence and purpose of this video, still a great drive. So, there's that. Finally made my way all the way back down from that mile-long drive to the gates, but we can't see the Calabasas Park Center. When we go ahead, make the right turn, we do get more into town again. So, of course, now is when we're getting to the commons. And I actually had a vlog where I talked about meeting Angeleyne. So, right at the next light, if I was to make a left, there's a cute little like coffee shop, Wells Fargo, cute little shopping plaza. That's where I met the famous Angeleyne. If you don't know who Angeleyne is, she made some music. She's known as the Billboard Queen, really big in the 80s. But I do have an entire video of meeting her and her cute little pink Corvette, so definitely check that out. But now we are in the Commons. And the purpose of the Commons is I'm going to Travis's restaurant. These are the famous trees, and every time I walk through this, which you're about to see, I always get attacked by a crow. The first time was when I was watching the movie Insidious by myself. When I left the theater, I was walking down this and it attacked me in the head. And then when I was seeing The Conjuring also had a crow attack me on the head on the way out of the movie. So if you know what that means, comment it down below. So I am now in Calabasas, my homeland. Personally, so excited. Now, I'm actually going to Travis Barker's restaurant, so that should be really, really fun. Absolutely love it. And yeah, so I'm about to head into the actual commons, and all honesty, it'd be perfect. So we're walking in Calabasas, and nothing really changed. It's honestly, they're still the same. There's like a Chico's, but besides Chico's, there's really not much to it. What I mean by that is Chico's has always been there, but it's like the only store with clothes that's there, and it's not really great clothes either. So I don't really think there's much to do in the actual commons besides coffee and restaurants. However, Travis Barker's restaurant. So I was really excited because I wanted to try his burgers because he makes really good burgers, I hear. However, I was thinking, do I want to eat here at Crossroads? Or do I want to eat where the love of my life and I would always eat? Very sentimental and very romantic. So I did decide to walk back to my car, and I'm going to my favorite restaurant ever, which is Rosti's. So Rosti's is really cute. I think it is more affordable for the restaurants in Calabasas. I would always get their BLTs, but right here I am going to show you the menu because I love this restaurant so much. It's just so great and so grand. And their food and like their oils that they use, it's so great. I love their sauces. They have this like secret sauce, and I'm not too sure what it is, but when you pour it on their fries, it's phenomenal. And they also were known for their fries. They had so many good fries, but their prices are pretty decent. As you see, everything's like 20 or under. Some things maybe 30. But in all honesty, if you go to like Beverly Hills, everything starts at 38 or 50. So this pricing is really, really good pricing, and they even have a vegan menu. Of course, I was excited because I got the bread, and their bread is some of the best bread. Oh, I love their bread. I think it's like my favorite part. Then I thought it was so funny because I am filming this during Halloween time. It was like 2 days before Halloween on this specific day. And for one, ET is in the corner, which is like ET phone home, and I'm finally home again. But it's also Heidi Klum's Halloween costume, which I love Heidi Klum's Halloween costume. She has the best. So if you're familiar with her and her Halloween spirit, comment it down below. Then we have me, party of one, for my very cute sentimental dinner. However, I did decide to eat outside. Then, I had my super cute Versace bag, my cute little water with lemon as always, and it was so cute. Plus, I have to say, I really do thrive in California because though I was alone, I was talking to like every table next to me, and because they always give me like a compliment on my outfit, so then I would give them a compliment, and then, oh, what do you do? What do you do? So I actually really do thrive here. But fun fact, this hotel right here, the Anza, I actually used to work there a super long time ago. So, it's part of my like rag to riches story. And, it's sentimental. I love it. But I'm also happy because they brought back the sign, Welcome to Old Town Calabasas. They took it away for a while. But to be honest, the town's so safe that at the hotel right there, I left my cell phone in the parking lot on like where you see those bushes on the right side. And 2 hours later, I realized, went back, it was still there. Nobody took it. So it's just such a safe city, I feel like. So, safe, secure, I love it. However, right here on the left, there is a famous restaurant which a lot of people film at. I forgot the name of the restaurant, but it is right there. And I have to say that I don't really like it. I mean, I thought it was okay, but it's way too expensive for what it's worth. And I just feel like there's a million other places you could go. I mean, obviously, Rosti's is better, but I do want to go back and try Crossroads because I am curious on how Travis's burger tastes like. Now it is later in the day, more towards the afternoon. I am now going to West Hollywood because I'm meeting my friend Brian and we are going to having my first Halloween West Hollywood moment. So this is really fun. I am so excited. I do have an entire West Hollywood vlog coming up. Of course, there's crazy people screaming just vulgarities in the street. That's like the worst part of West Hollywood. However, walking is just so cute and so empty. So in my next vlog, West Hollywood vlog, you're gonna see just how packed and crazy this gets. But right now, this is the calm before the storm. So this I absolutely love. And this was great because when I was with Brian, he was taking me to all of his favorite bars and restaurants. And the good thing about this is he's actually friends with most of the owners of these bars. Like Tropicana over here, I think this is Tropicana or Beaches. He's friends with those owners. So I was treated really, really great there. And to be honest, I loved it. I met a lot of great people and it was a very fun moment. But like I said, definitely come back and check out my West Hollywood vlog coming in the future because you get to see me in my cute little bunny ears having the time of my life. Definitely stay tuned because, like I said, I have a lot of great material coming up for you guys, including an entire vlog about West Hollywood and Halloween. Because to be honest, this was my very first time in West Hollywood where I was technically single on Halloween. Because before I was always in a relationship, but it was actually really crazy and completely like out of the ordinary for me. But it was actually really cool. But I have a lot of cool vlogs coming up, including filming locations, super cool cars, but also a lot of good luxury fashion material as well. Shopping vlogs, Chanel, Versace, Hermes. So definitely stay tuned, so much more to come. Thanks so much for watching, I truly do appreciate it. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a great day. Au revoir.